Hello and welcome back to the Outer World. So last time we found a very sciencey hammer, and this time we are going all the way through here, back to where we were, all the way out here, and we're going to look at more shops and see what's going on. Okay. Oh, this is the bar that we were recommended to go to. Actually, as well, we completed a task for the guy at the front gate, so we should go and tell him that we completed his task. Hello.
Hey there.
Never mind.
Be seeing you.
Doesn't have anything on there. I guess the task didn't have anything else. Oh, I was hoping I'd get back through the door before it's shut. Okay. Right. The Lost Hope. Oh, this is more like it for a bar. Nobody. Hello.
Seeking relief from the heat? Till Junlei gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing.
All the traders in the system come through here. Heard anything interesting?
I hear tell some folk down in the townships are getting offered early retirement. Who'd think of such a thing? What would you do with all the time?
What's this heat issue I hear people complaining about?
The radiators, they're fucked 10 ways to Sunday. And we're all sweating buckets wondering when the powers that be are gonna get around to fixing it.
Sounds like you might have an issue with your thermal control system.
Couldn't say, and I wouldn't be pouring drinks professionally if I could. All I know is we're cooking in our own juices here, and it's only gonna get worse.
What do you need radiators for?
They're supposed to gather up all the heat the systems generate and vent it into space. Instead of the heat going where it ought, though, it seems to be blowing straight down the promenade.
Okay, how long's it been like this?
Weeks? I lost track. Too law-damn long.
Who's in charge of fixing it?
Engineering. Chief Junlei Tennyson, to be precise. She runs this heap. Best she can, anyway. Don't know what's got her dragging her heels, but I wish she'd hurry it up.
Okay, maybe I can do something about that.
That's not for me to say. But if you're feeling the urge toward helpfulness, you can find Chief Junlei in engineering.
Okay. What do you know about her?
There's nobody who knows more about the station's guts. Any system you could name, June's crawled around inside and made it better. She doesn't come around here often, though. Don't see her as much of a drinker. Too straight-laced for that.
Okay, let me see what you got for sale.
Nothing you need and everything you want.
Okay, well, I'm going to sell all my junk. And yeah, that's all we need to do there. You're not important.
This is Halcyon News.
You're not important.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicar.
Ooh.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity.
Been talking about rising crime rates.
Right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
Okay. I think it cut out there because the server talked over the top of them, but maybe that was it. Interesting. Okay, maybe there's going to be more to that later. Just can't get through that at all. I don't have the skill. Okay. 2 chefs. Nothing else back here. Assuming that leads back to the bar, yeah. And near the toilets. Yeah, we'll have those. Why not? Okay, head on out. And round this way we have Belle's Shells. Okay, where's Belle? Oh, there's Belle. Ah, it's a gun store.
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? Ah, that's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
What's the benefit of modifying my weapons?
Why, it gets you the weapon best suited for your lifestyle.
All the better for performing a little percussive maintenance.
Self-improvement, including one's weapons, is always a worthy endeavor.
Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. But what if you like finesse? Slap a scope and silencer on that bad boy. Bunker down in a bush someplace and pop off heads. What if you like getting in close and making a lot of noise? extended ammo magazine, and a barrel heatsink to bump up rate of fire.
Okay. Thank you for all of that. Does modifying a weapon void the warranty?
A what? Sorry, hon. Here at Bell's Shells, we just don't discuss impolite topics, and WARRA and TIES tops the list.
Okay, thanks.
So, what can I get you?
I'd like to see what you got. So she sells weapon mods. Interesting. I'm just seeing what she's got. If she's got anything in particular that's good. Fun times barrel. Critical damage up. Ooh, I like the sound of that. May already have one though. That's the thing. There's so much that I may already have. Yeah, and she sells the same weapons that everyone else has. You don't have a workbench, do you? There was a workbench back here, wasn't there?
Last I heard,
Yeah, I think there was a workbench in this section. In here? Is there a workbench back here? No. Okay. Oh, it was here. There we go. Right, so I can take my, say, my hunting rifle. I should repair everything if I haven't already repaired it. Nice, okay. I could also repair the non-equipped things if I wanted to, but I don't want to right now. If I install mods, I already got 2 mods on, haven't I? I would have to take off a mod to install anything else. Yeah, we don't really need any of that stuff on there. What if you get ones later that have a lot more mod slots? Maybe that's something we should look out for. We can make that a plasma weapon. Sure, let's make this a plasma weapon. That's okay. Yeah, okay, we've changed it up a little bit. Apart from that, nothing else we need to do. Just gonna check. Nobody's gonna be mad if we do this, right? That looks good. Yeah. Right, put that away. Hello. Nope, you're not interesting. Waste disposal, not interesting. Okay. Well, what's this? Ooh, a little terminal. Messages, admin access. From Jay Tennyson. Anyone seen Private Taylor? Haven't seen him in days. And when are we going to get on that toilet log? If Chief Yu Ying taught me anything, it's that a crew's morale is proportional to the quality of their outhouse. You take away a crew's plumbing and you take away their privacy and dignity. So let's get that toilet fixed. JT. To Wildcat Group, subject, Groundbreaker meetup. Even though it's been a nigh on 20 years since our last meetup on Groundbreaker, I was hoping we'd get the old gang back together. Understanding things have changed. Some of us are long-range haulers, some of us have gone corporate, and some of us are likely dead, and some of us are on Tartarus and not reading this message. But I still haven't lost hope. No one responded to my last invite. I hope that means your schedules are full up with family gatherings and job opportunities. Stay free, freelancers. To IS Conveyors Collective. Hi all. So I just got off ice with a round trip to Dashkova. 2 years out, 2 years back. Imagine my surprise when we Deathawed and Groundbreaker comms told us docking was going to be delayed. 1 hour turned into 5 and the days went by. In the end, we spent a whole goddamn week waiting for a berth on this law-fucked bolt bucket. And because we were kicking our heels all that time, not one of us got paid. I don't know about you, but I got expenses, a family. I don't see often enough. Debt you wouldn't fucking believe, and I'm not and even if I'm not working, I still got to make my payments. Does that seem proper to you? Don't we conveyors have rights? We should do something about this. If you agree, leave a message here and I'll respond when I get back from Jen-san in 3 years. Iceman out. Okay. Return to route. Public notes. Wait, did that say no longer available at your... This message is no longer accessible at your clearance level. Your attempt to access this message has been logged. Searching, searching, searching. This message does not exist. Stop looking or else. Message contains empty. Okay. I guess it got deleted the moment they started talking about a union. Public notices. Regarding the food sorted situation. To those who have raised concerns about the quality of Groundbreaker's victuals, yes, I'm aware of the promenade stinks, allow me to put the matter to rest. Our ancestors didn't rise up from humble beginnings on a diet of bratwurst and wurst. But that's the reality of life up here. If you can't salt it, can it, or zip it up in a pouch, then we're not picky about calling it food. Spacers make do with what they have. And what we have is smelly meat, lots of salt, and 11 kinds of mustard, last time I counted. Try and enjoy it. Ship impounded? There's a general notice about our impound policies. If the board impounded your ship, take it up with the board. Their embassy is in the gaudy building opposite Sublight's warehouse. Send them your questions, outstanding fees, and hate mail. Especially hate mail. If Groundbreaker impounded you, pay your damn fees and don't bother my people. Looking for work. Urgently looking for a new crew to sign up with. I've been stuck on Halcyon for almost a year now. I don't know what's holding up my next posting. Never had to wait this long to get on another freighter. I plan to take one of those rare long hauls back to Earth, but I haven't been able to find any, and even the shorter skips to the inner world seem rarer than the outer world's routes these days. If anyone has any information about upcoming work, please post it here. Down my luck. So here's my story. My ship limped into Groundbreaker in a rough state. We couldn't make repair fees, the docking fees, the refueling, or the fees for not being able to pay our fees. So I'm just kind of stuck here now. And then they took my ship and sold it off as scrap. Now my credit's shot to hell and corporate freighters won't hire me on. I'm hoping someone with a bunk to spare and places to go is feeling charitable. Thanks for listening. This notice has been posted 56 times in 632 days. Oh. Well, that's not good for them. There's the Halcyon building. Let's ignore it for just now. I'm assuming that's going to be the same.
Now requires no mixing. Seriously, don't mix it.
Okay, Adrone, whatever you say.
You still betting on the tossball series? I know you were trying to stop.
I put a couple of bits in Vera's pool. 1,000 says Rizzo's Rangers make it to the demi-finals this year.
I hate to say it, but the Circus Time Clowns look good this year. The rookie tender is, well, she could break me over her knee, and I'd kind of like it.
The Clowns, though? They're a joke.
They're getting better. I think their shtick is actually an advantage when they play in Bird Creek Grove.
Half the games up in Bird Creek are canceled due to blizzard conditions anyway.
I got 500 bits that say all the games there get canceled this season.
You're on.
Okay, interesting.
Oh, neat. They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
Now, this should prove interesting, to say the least.
Okay, I'm wondering, do people actually mind if I use their computers? They don't seem to. Messages. From L. Hagen, subject don't run. We lost another contractor to a UDL gunship. This is your daily reminder that legitimate businesses don't run from the authorities. And that is what we are. Stay calm, present your papers. If you get tangled up in the courts, I'll personally bail you out. Anyone seen Hawthorne lately? I could use some reliable help. LH. Ballbrook shipments. Unlike most of you sprats, Catherine is bringing Sublight a consistent income. From today until I say so, you're to treat her as an extension of my desk. Speaking of which, Tobias, order an extension for my desk. LH. Okay, and then we got a bunch of shipment bits. And then Tobias, where are we with that desk extension? This week in salvage. My scanner says the Mardets impounded a freelancer ship after the captain misbehaved. The crew dropped so many bits at Vera's place, they can't afford to lift the impound. Whoever gets me salvage rights gets to sit quietly in my office and watch professional work. One of ours had an altercation with one of theirs, lost another contractor, scrapped the ship, dedicated a tenth of the salvage to the funeral expenses. I take care of my people. A little sprat told me that a crate of spoiled Sistipork ended up at the bottom of a Monarch Canyon. Let's see how much we can sell. Speaking of which, no one eats at Auntie Cleo's stall until I say so. Something in the kitchen's gone bad. Next time one of us finds an abandoned ship and decommissions it, they better dispatch a ground team to the debris field before the marauders have their turn. Just because we're salvagers doesn't mean we have to be scavengers. Okay, interesting. Nobody's too interested in there. Let's head up.
I'm seeing you limping a bit. You all right, Mr. Vicar? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly fit. My knee is just acting up.
There's no shame in being older, Mr. Vicar. Don't worry. The captain and I'll take care of you.
I need neither your advice nor your pity, young lady.
I was trying to fix his robe, but I think I made it worse. Okay. Hello.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the Unreliable?
That's right. Name's Captain Hawthorne.
Sure you are. Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door.
So you're a Sublight employee?
Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
Okay, I should go. Hello, Lilia.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come.
I'm Captain Hawthorne, proud owner of the Unreliable. Even though she knows that I'm not, I'm still gonna say it.
A little advice. Before you start telling lies, get a feel for who you're talking to. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere.
Yeah, I didn't kill him.
I didn't ask. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings, but there's a catch.
Just like in the serials.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested?
What's so special about Stellar Bay?
First, an embargo that's been active ever since the board pulled its forces off-world. Few regulations, plenty of freedom. And second, all the goodies that no one had time to pack.
I don't have a nav key, but can I still take the job?
I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits.
I take it Sublight isn't strictly a salvage operation.
These days, the scrap business all but runs itself. Gives me the time to expand our interests into other sectors, where I can let my hair down.
Okay. What kind of other sectors does Sublight pursue other than salvage and shipping?
Our field is persuasive acquisitions. At least that's how my legal advisors tell me to phrase it. Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Sometimes it takes a polite conversation and a shot across the bow. You know, legal formalities.
Okay. Wink?
Good boy. Knew you'd understand.
You're very honest about Sublight's criminal side.
Hey, careful with the C word around here. I like to keep things above board, and that kind of talk only makes trouble. Sublight occupies a legal blind spot. No one knows what we're licensed to do, and that gives our little business some freedom. But let's not tempt fate.
Okay, how organized is this business?
Very. I have this thing about numbers in spreadsheets, grids in general. I like to think of myself as the last honest businesswoman in Halcyon, but I'll settle for being the most organized one.
Okay, back to my other questions.
Ask. I have nothing to hide.
Now we're done here.
Be seeing you. Make sure you aren't followed on your way out.
Will do, will do. Can I read this? Will you mind? I'm going to read it anyway. Contractors, if the authorities are on your heels, a legal team has pre-approved you to recite this passage from our colonial trading rights. Pursuant to regulations following internally preserved emborsed, such a business entity would therefore be entitled to gather, maintain, and ultimately dispose of decommissioned agricultural hardware and accessories for profit or convenience. The short version, if we handle potted meats, then we can legally salvage tractors and tractor parts. That's why I keep a can of Borst in Sublight-owned safe deposit boxes off-world. That's why the goods you bring in here are catalogued as farm equipment. Everything we do is perfectly legal. Now go bring home some bacon. Interesting. That's the legal loophole they've got. Oh wow, they got a nice little balcony here. Nope, nope, nope. My brain was telling me one thing. My mind told me something else there.
Step lively, Miss Holcomb.
I'm not winded. Honest. My, boot was untied.
Would hate for you to get left behind, or architect forbid, become lost.
Okay, interesting. I can't tell if they're friendly or not. Sprat first. Hello.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of spratwurst cooking. They're terra-fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen?
What's sprat first exactly?
You know what sprats are? Space rats. The laboratories of Spacer's Choice found a use for this limitless frontier resource. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when properly prepared. We grind them up in sausages, then terra-fry them in their own juices.
What does terra-fry mean?
Terra-frying is a Spacer's Choice brand secret. A mix of 13 herbs and spices, plus a dash of modern chemistry.
Okay. Is sprat first like Borst first? I've seen that a lot.
Absolutely not. Spratwurst and all related terms are registered trademarks of Spacer's Choice. Boar, the other meat, is a registered trademark of C&P. Everyone knows our company and theirs are nothing alike.
Okay, is Spratwurst your own invention or what?
Legally? No. The terra-frying method was developed and marketed by Spacer's Choice. Between you, me, and this grinder, I've been through lean times. If there's one thing you learn on tramp freighters, it's how to make near anything edible. Might be that this old space hand put a few words in the right ears, and could be that Spacer's Choice liked sticking it to C&P by R&Ding our own special meat.
Okay, that's enough talk for now.
Just as well. Near about time for me to go check on the trap. I mean, to unload another crate of farm-fresh sprats.
Sure. Let's see what you got for sale.
Fresh from the grinder, any hour.
Yep, so that increases our base health for 2 minutes if we use it, and that gives us body attributes. Cool. Still not gonna do that, but that's okay. What are we at now? Ike's Armory. Hello.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only a testament to its durability. We also have a line of specialized melee weapons, for those times you have to repel boarders but don't want to risk a bullet through the hull.
Are you a spacer yourself?
Not me, but it's in my blood. After the crossing, my family worked Eridanos, indentured to the corporations.
Go on.
I was born into corporate labor, but I'm the first one of my family to buy my way out. That's why I settled on Groundbreaker. It's the last bastion of freedom.
Okay, tell me more about your wares.
Everything I sell is fresh from the forge. Technically, the metal formed billions of years ago, but it's freshly in this shape.
Okay, let's see it. So he sells some armor mods, fair enough. Sells weapon mods as well down here. Oh, some melee weapon mods. What's that one? Streetwear basic ports of call. Okay. It's more of that. I still can't buy it. You can't purchase this restricted stock. I guess I need a higher opinion or something. Get some goggles if I wanted to. Don't need any of this stuff, I think. Yeah, I think we're good here. Oh, you're just some random. That's fine. Engineering. Okay, we'll go to Auntie Cleo's first. Hello, Greasy.
Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Aren't you just a glorified vending machine?
This unit is programmed to simulate shock at such assertions. Shock simulation non-functional. A trouble ticket has been filed.
Let me take a look at that. Maybe I can fix it.
Shock simulation restored. Initiating shock subroutine. How dare you? Shock subroutine complete. Estimated guilt level of customer increased by 35%. Resuming protein dispensation protocol. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Sure.
Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
So they sell some meat that gives us bonuses. Got it. I'm not going to go to Halcyon just yet. What's in the center here? Just an elevator. Transition to back bays. Oh, we don't need to go there yet. Right, into engineering. Ooh, you can see the heat.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your...
Those XF411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
Probably. Hello, Edna.
We all want new
Good
neighbors
law,
to
the
town.
heat in here is so unbearable, I can hardly even
Our studies
concentrate.
have shown that a controlled
Junlei better hurry up with
population
those
is
damn
inversely
repairs
proportional
already.
to consumer
Well, there's
happiness.
Junlei. Let's continue exploring before I speak to her. Workbench discovered. Nothing else back here. Oh, hello.
You should clear out. Engineering's a dangerous place to wander until we get those radiators fixed.
I guess there's more people to talk to once we get the radiators fixed. Okay, got it. Hello.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sublevel.
Maybe. Hello.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
I'm captain of the Unreliable, though my ship's a bit grounded at the moment.
I heard we had someone in impound. Wish I could help. I gave the bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I challenge it. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
Copy that, Chief.
At ease. Nice to see an outsider with some working brain cells. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Just passing through.
Statistics don't lie. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going, most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Parvati wanted to talk to Junlei. Go ahead.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
I'm just gonna nudge her to continue.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Silently encourage her.
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Nice job.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
Yeah, okay. So I heard you're having heat problem around here. What's going on?
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
Why haven't you fixed them yet?
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
There's no room for compromise?
None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive.
You need a contractor to work this out. I'm available for a reasonable rate.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
Okay. There's a catch, right?
The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
Have you tried sending anyone else down there to get the parts?
I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail. They didn't come back. I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable.
None taken.
Nice and pragmatic. Thanks for understanding.
It's always nice when the answer that you say actually appears. Okay. Well, I'll get you those parts.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Level up. Fantastic. So skills-wise, I want to go up to 80 in long guns. That gives us the no weapon sway. I would love to get to master eventually, but I can't quite get there. Do I want to get lockpick up to 30? It doesn't really matter if I get up to 30. I need to get it all the way to 40, and that doesn't really matter, apart from opening things. Engineering being high is cool, but not necessary. Science being high again is cool, but not necessary. Quite like Persuade being high. Actually, we can get Persuade to be a effective 50 by doing that, which is pretty good. I'll probably unlock some levels. Anything else that we can get here? Guess I'll just put it in tech. Just dump the rest of the points in there. That seems fine. We'll apply that. Right. And we don't have any perks, but we will probably get one next level. Hello.
Speak your mind. Honestly, I could use the distraction.
Yeah, so what's it like being command around here?
Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
Okay, the ship is a family business?
Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gaying, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer.
Condolences, Junlei. I'm sure those were some big shoes to fill.
Appreciate it. There wasn't much that took me by surprise about the job, but the little things you never expect or think about, they add up over time. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
Parvati here could always help you shoulder the burden.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out.
I'm not gonna ask for the you know I am. Where's the self-destruct mechanism?
I hope that was a joke, Captain. I really do. I gelded that thing years ago. Now it brews a stim that goes down stronger than Nan or Spank. Family recipe.
Okay, aren't you a little young to be training a successor?
You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when.
Okay, other questions?
You've got my attention.
You don't have a lot of faith in the board.
You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
How'd you keep the board at a safe distance?
I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change.
That's my other questions?
You've got my attention.
Nah, I'm done. Alright, with that, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.